Everyone, welcome to my channel, Easy Talk Podcast, episode 13. I'm really happy to be here. We're going to have lots of change for how we trying to do our podcast, like teaching or something. It will be for 2 or 3 episodes, but after that, I'll be going back to speaking about the topic. So, for first of all, this is the 13th episode of Easy Talk Podcast. My name is Suresh, I'm 23. This is a bilingual podcast. It means I'm speaking English and I speak Farsi at the same time for those of you who cannot understand English. So, I have 6 words here, okay? In this 2 or 3 episode, I want to describe some words for you, okay? Like teaching some vocabularies, like trying to say the words and trying to discuss about it, or trying to say talking about anything that depend on it. For example, anything, for example, a word book. I want to describe it. I want to define it for you guys, to not just trying to memorize the word, just saying the English word and after the meaning of that. For example, the book, kitab, book, kitab, book, kitab. It's not a really great way to memorize the words that you want to use for your speaking. So it will be this method would be for 2 or 3 episodes, and after that we're going back to our old way and method of teaching. So for the first word, I want to use a script. Script is a kind of group of text or lines or handwritings that we can saw and we read it or memorize it. If you saw in the movies or behind the scenes, the actors, the cast, every people that filming, like the filmmaker, director, or producer, everyone, they have their own script. It means there's a paper in front of them, and there's lines and dialogues that they have to use in the movie. Okay. And they try to memorize this script, okay? And because of that, I call it script. So script is basically defined as something or a group of lines and handwritings they came together and they printed out in the paper or somewhere that we can see them and we can memorize them, or sometimes we can write them, okay? So script is basically means lines, handwriting, everything that is writable, something like that. So, okay. For the second word, I would use receptive. Receptive, RECEPTIVE, okay? Receptive. Receptive is something that is acceptable, that you can accept that is, you can accept it very easily without any problems, and you can at the moment you saw it and at the moment you see it, or you will see it, you will accept it as soon as possible because you don't have any problem with it. For example, if I want to do example for you for receptive, for example, the result of my test or my exam is receptive for my family. It means it is a good score from their opinion. It's not that bad, it's not that good, but it's okay, it's average, okay? And it's receptive for them, it's acceptable for them. They can accept that very easily, not without any problems, or what did you get this score or something like that? No, receptive, okay? But on the other hand, I think receptive would mean natural. Something is naturally functioning, okay? And it doesn't need any source. It creates in its own body, in its own energy or inside. Okay, so when I say something is receptive, first of all, it would be something's would be acceptive or would be acceptable for people or something like that. But on the other hand, we're not using the second meaning for our speaking or our discussion. Something that has no source and is naturally exist, and you can use it as much as ever you want, okay? For the third word, I would use conductor. It comes from conduct, okay? Conduct, it's something like you're doing something, you're finishing something, you accomplish something, okay? When I say conductor, it means a person or something that it helps you to accomplish something or get to the finish line, or do something, okay, and finish it and trying to get a good outcome and result and conclusion from that, okay? So conductor would be it would be some people like your family, some of your friend, your classmate, your colleague, your boss, or sometimes a stranger, okay? So when you hear conductor somewhere, or conduct, it's come from conduct. And first of all, I have to say the conduct. What does the conduct mean? Conduct is basically defined as you accomplish something, you did something, you finish it with nice and good outcome, okay? But conductor is a person or a thing or a group of people that's gonna help you to get your thing faster, okay? Or reach the final line and finish line faster, okay? So conductor is like a helper, okay? A person can help you. For the fourth word, I can use consumer. It comes from consume. Consume is spend. You're spending something, you're consuming something. For example, people like us, like ordinary people, we eat food every day, we drink water every day. It means we are consumers. We spending all these materials and foods and everything that we need is vital for us, okay? So when I say there is a consumers, we have a lot of consumers. We have food consumers. We have it's not necessary to be about something like for eating, okay? About some other subject, we can use it. For example, the drug consumers, the political consumers, or consume, I think, is basically defined as you're using something for yourself, okay? Like drugs or trying to smoking, you consume that, okay? You're a consumer. Well, there's a producer, there's a producer, there's a consumer, okay? A producer is a person who create things, like create your food or make your food that you're eating right now. And the consumers is you guys, because you eat it, you drink it, you're spending it, you're using it, okay? So consume is basically defined as you're spending something for yourself or using something for yourself, okay? And a consumer is a person who like doing this, like consume everything, spending everything, okay? All the people, all the human beings are consumers of the oxygen that it exists in the air, okay? So this is about consumers and consume. For the fifth word, it will be affordable. Affordable, okay? Affordable is an adjective to expressing something is not expensive, is not pricey, and you can buy it or you can use it easily, okay? For example, I would say this house is affordable or this car is affordable. It means I have enough money to buy it, okay? I have enough money to use it. This time is affordable for me and I can use it as much as I can, okay? So when I say something is affordable, something is not expensive, something is cheap, something is really enough and appropriate for use to buy or to see or watch or hear, I don't know, everything that you're gonna do. If that thing is affordable, it would be really enough and appropriate for you. So we usually use for some products like cars or sometimes a house that we can afford that. So what's the meaning of afford? Afford, it means I can prepare myself to buy it, okay? I can afford this. I can't afford this, but I can't afford that one. It means it's my food. It's I see in myself that I can afford this. I can buy this. I can trying to gather my money. I can trying to investments for my money or buy thing and try to sell it later and have and get profit for that. And after I buy this, so I can afford that, but I can afford, for example, the other one. We can use it for situations. I can't afford this vibe or situation. It means I can't stand it. I can't tolerate that. I can feel it. I can, trying to make myself a patient person, that okay, I'm going to tolerate that, okay, I'm going to be steady, I'm going to stand for that. No, but I can afford that. It means I can work on my patience, okay, I can be a patient man, I can wait for amount of time. So the afford means that you'll be able to buy or see or watch anything that you want. I think is adjectives or is a noun for your ability, okay, that you can do or can't do, okay. And affordable is the adjective to express something is not expensive and it's not pricey, and you can buy it, you can get on it, ride with it, or watch it or see it, or you do everything that you want with it. So this was about the 5 for dable. And for the sixth word, it would be defect. Defect is basically defined as something is missing. When something is missing in everything, about devices, about your food, about your everything that you have in your routine life, everyday life, okay? For example, I would say there's a defect in the system. It means something in this system is missing. Something's not right. When that thing wasn't there, or that thing isn't there, the function is not really good, okay? The machine, the vehicle cannot move on, we cannot turn it on because it's not functioning good, okay? It's not gonna function. So there's a defect in it. There's something missing. We do everything right, but about one thing. For example, we didn't put that thing, okay, into the machine, because if we didn't, the machine or that vehicle, that thing, the system could not work, okay, cannot start working, okay. So when you say there's a defect somewhere, there's a defect in this vehicle, there's a defect in my life, or there's a defect in your look, something like that, it means something missing, something is not right, something is not there, okay, I have to put it there. So خب بچه این جلسه و دو جلسه بعدی که حالا توی اول اپیزودم گفتم، ما میخوایم چیکار کنیم، حالا شاید 2 جلسه هم بیشتر بشه، بیایم یه سری کلماتی رو که حالا نمیگم خیلی توی محاوره‌ای و توی مکالمه همون هست، ولی به قول معروف خوبه که یاد بگیریم. حالا تو جلسات بعدی قطعا کلمات محاوره‌ای تری رو براتون میارم. ما هر جلسه حالا 6 تا یا 7 تا یا حتی بیشتر، حالا من میتونم تا همون 6 تا بذارمش، 6 تا کلمه میاریم که سعی میتونیم بکنیم توی مکالمه‌مون بیاریم و سعی کنیم که اون لول به قول معروف مکالمه‌مون رو ادوانس کنیم، ببریم بالاتر، ریز اپش کنیم. حالا برای این جلسه من 6 تا کلمه‌ای که انتخاب کردم اسکریپت بود، SCRIPT، به معنی سند، به معنی چیزی که با دست نوشته شده، به معنی متن‌های خطی، متن هر چیزی که نوشته شده باشه، هند رایتینگ باشه، اوکی. receptive RECEPTIVE، receptive به معنی اینکه چیزی که قابل قبوله، acceptable، یکی میتونی راحت قبولش کنی. توی حالا به قول معروف توی جمله دیگه امکان داره یه معنی دیگه بدی که دیگه از معنیاش هم این بود که گفتم یک سورس یا یک منبع طبیعی که به هیچ جای وصل نیست و شما داری ازش تغذیه میکنی، receptive، اوکی. ولی خب بیشتر به معنی حالا اون تو ادجکتیوشه، توی صفتشه، یعنی یک چیز طبیعی، یک سورس طبیعی که خب به هیچ جای وصل نیست و داری استفاده میکنی. برای کلمه سوم کانداکتور بود، کانداکتور که از کانداکت میاد. کانداکت حالا اونجا به معنی انجام شدن، به آخر رسوندن، اتمام کردن یک کاری، انجام دادن، هدایت کردن یک کاری، میدونیم. و کانداکتور هم که خب به معنی حالا اون کمک کننده میشه، اون رساننده میشه، اون رسانا میشه، چیزی که کمک میکنه تو این راه، یا کسی که کمک میکنه تو این راه تو مثلا از این فاصله برسه به این فاصله، یا مثلا یه چیزی که اجازه میده این انرژی از این فاصله برسه به این انرژی. برای کلمه چهارم کانسیوم، اسپلش رو بگم، کانداکتور رو CONDUCTOR، اوکی. برای کلمه چهارم کنسیومر بود که از کنسیوم میاد، CONSUMER. کنسیومر به معنی حالا مصرف کننده، کسی که به قول معروف یک سری چیزهای عادی روز مثل ماها، تمام انسان‌های روی زمین که هر روز غذا مصرف میکنیم، آب میخوریم، هوا رو تنفس میکنیم و این کانسیوم میشه، مصرف کردن. کانسیومر مصرف کننده، ما هم تهیه کننده داریم هم مصرف کننده، اون تولید کننده در واقع که حالا پرودوسر بشه برای تولید کننده و کانسیومر برای مصرف کننده. affordable A double F دوتا F O R D A B L E. affordable is یه صفته برای حالا چیزهایی که اجناسی که یا مثلا شرایطی که خیلی راحت میشه باش کنار اومد. خب ولی حالا ما بیشتر برای اجناس میگیم. مثلا میگم آقا این جنس affordable، یعنی مثلا قابل خریدنه، خیلی گرون نیست، راحت میشه استفاده کرد ازش، راحت میشه ازش به قول معروف کنسیوم کرد. اوکی. و حالا از afford هم میاد A double F O R D. afford به معنی حالا همون تحمل کردن یا کنار اومدن، یا به قول معروف یه کاری کنی که مثلا تو بتونی باهاش زندگی کنی. خب مثلا وقتی ما میگیم I can afford that، که حالا باز همین برمیگرده به مسئله اجناس و به قول معروف چیزهایی که مثلا ازش استفاده میکنیم. مثلا میگه من نمیتونم هزینه اون رو بدم، I can afford this، مثلا میتونم هزینه این رو بدم. خب afford یعنی حالا ور بشه. affordable هم که حالا صفتشه که یعنی مثلا چیزی که قابل خریدن باشه، قابل استفاده باشه. برای شیشم میشم که دیفکت بود که حالا به معنی نقص بود، عیب، چیزی که کم هست توی اون، حالا توی اون شخص ممکنه باشه، توی لباس طرف میتونه باشه، توی یه وسیله میتونه باشه، حتی یا حتی توی مثلا زندگی طرف ممکنه یه نقص چیزی بوده باشه. و دیفکت به معنی حالا اون نقص، اون عیب، چیزی که کم هست و چیزی که اگر تو مثلا به یک شخص نگاه کنی، به یک وسیله نگاه کنی، میبینی اینو کم داره. یا وقتی شروع به کار میکنی میبینی خب به خاطر این کار نمیکنه و یه دیفکتی توش هست. Okay? So it was a pleasure to have the third episode with you guys, and I will be here fast as soon as possible. I will be record episode 14, and we have the other 6 words, and I will be really I hope this all of the episodes, not about changing the method of teaching. Okay. Whatever about talking about something, topics, okay, or I pick a subject, or I start a discussion with you guys about it, or I trying to choose 6 or 7 words and we have to discuss about these 6 words. Okay, you have to create your own atmosphere and situation and position for yourself that you can learn English very easily. Okay, so first of all, I'm not a teacher. I'm just a person who wants to help you learn faster. Okay, because I was that kind of person that I always depend on someone else. Okay, and after listen for to podcast for 6 months, I think it was more 8 or 10 months. Okay, I got a really good outcome and result that I didn't ever think about. It was magical, and I'm still happy about that. So you have to start your own path, start your own journey to learn English. Okay, we're not the same people. It means it leads to we're not have to use the same path to learning everything that we should learn. Okay, so see you around, guys.